Hey guys, it's Max. How's everybody doing? Looks like we gapped down this morning, but we've since, all the indexes have since recovered the gap. Yesterday's close is this red dotted line on this chart. Russell has not yet recovered its gap down, but you can see Apple's up, but pretty much everything else looks soft. Waiting for Powell to speak, or maybe he's already speaking. I need to turn on the TV right now. Speaking of that. All right, I can do that while I talk, though. GPTY. Let's check GPTY. Or actually, let's just start with the Alti-Grid. Let's start down here. All right, here's the Alti-Grid. Alti itself is down about 0.5%. The average stock in the Alti universe is down more. Is down 1.24, so that's good to see. Tesla killing it. Upstart not looking great. Kava not looking great. All right, well, here is the LFGY verse. LFGY is down 1.1%. The average stock in the LFGY universe is down 1.3%. Riot is up. It's one of the only ones. Meli, M-E-L-I, is up. All right, and finally we have GPTY. Now, GPTY itself, it works now. I don't have to update it manually like I've been having to do. So that's actually a quote. It's actually flat. It's actually up 9 bips right now. Or I'm sorry, GPTY is down at 43 bips. The average stock in the universe is up. It's flat, we'll call it. Intel and IBM, boomer stocks, even AMD are up today. Planeteer, Tesla, the new world stocks are down. So here's the GPTY latest allocations. They have cash at 5% and they have money market at 5%. So they have about 10% between cash and money market. So we'll see if they make any moves in the next couple of days. We'll see tonight if they make any moves. Now, here is the GPTY verse. And yeah, we looked at this. GPTY is down and the average is up. Okay. So now let's go index buffer report. Indexes are basically flat. The SPY is just, it's not even registering on the scale. Feed and 5-year down the most, as is XVOL. T-SPY not looking super great. ZVOL, SEPI also down. LFGY also down, as is YMAX. USOY looking good. And FEPI is looking good. Look at that. Triple QI is looking good. That's good to see. The old Defiance Fund. All right, I just got to refresh to see if we could have some fresh prices, but Triple QI is still looking good. I didn't believe it was up. So is FEPI. iSpy looks good as well. On to the YieldMax buffer report. A lot of stuff down here. AI, Tesla, Coney, Murni outperforming on the downside. SMCY outperforming on the downside. All right, I was noticing something. I've been looking at the trades. These are the trades right here for GPTY. I highlighted in red the short sells. That's where he's selling an option. That's the covered call. That's the call part of the covered call. Well, and then I totaled up the premium. So like they sold some Tesla premium, but they went out to March 7th, which is a little bit further than I'm used to. Yesterday was the 10th. So it's about a month, it's 27 days or 25 days or something, a little bit further. So, but they also did that on Oracle. They went out to March 7th. On NVIDIA, they went out to Feb 28th. The rest of them, they were Feb 28th, NVIDIA and AI. They went out to Feb 28th. Anyway, they sold about $220,000 worth of premium. They have about $20 million assets under management. So the premium sold was 1%. Good job, GPTY. I did the same thing on LFGY. I totaled up all their short sells, and they brought in $713,000 worth of premium on $62 million worth of assets. So they brought in a little bit more premium, about 1.15%. They also went out to March 7th and Feb 28th on their positions. There's Feb 28th, Feb 28th, Feb 28th, March 7th. There's a Feb 21st one right there. March 7th, March 7th, March 7th, Feb 28th, March 7th, March 7th. But when I looked up here at Alti is still doing the 1 week and 2 week, the shorter term. Here's Feb 14. These are all Feb 14, Feb 21, Feb 14, Feb 21. So Alti still does the more typical yield max where they sell options in the weekly and the really short term time frames. GPTY and LFGY are going out to the monthly time frame. So when Jay's on the show here in about a week, we'll ask him why, and we'll ask him if he's going to keep doing that. If but anyway, it's great to see. That is great to see. Things are going well there. Now, also, I wanted to show you guys this. All right, here's a stock chart of LFGY. They've paid 3 dividends. They're paying 60 to 70 cents. One was 62.8, one was 62.9, and one was 74. What I thought was notable is their assets under management have grown from around 5 to around 65 in about 3 weeks. And you can see all the big inflows they've had. On February 4th, they got 8.7 million in. January 23rd, they got 10 million in. But anyway, all these inflows add up to about 60 million. So that's good to see. We can look at this, the stocks they hold. They mostly hold Coinbase. There's a chart of Coinbase. Coinbase is pretty much straight sideways lately, the past week or two. Anyway, MicroStrategy is the same thing. Recent, it's just kind of same thing with CleanSpark, same thing with iBit. A lot of traders would call these patterns wedges. All these stocks are making a wedge. Here's Riot Platforms, or a lot of these stocks are. Now, not this one. Now, this one, New Holdings Limited. Now, I made fun of it because it was it had the word Cayman Islands in its title, and it's, and I thought it's got to be money laundering or something. Somebody responded to me, one of my wonderful subscribers or viewers, and said, no, actually, Warren Buffett likes his stock. It's some kind of Brazilian fintech or Brazilian bank or something. Anyway, well, it's obviously one heck of a story. It's up 30% just in the past couple of weeks. So that's impressive. That is really impressive. I like to see that. All right, so now let's go to GPTY and check out GPTY's fund flows. Now, GPTY has only paid 1 dividend. It's about half of as much as the other one. It's 33 cents, or I think. Yeah, 33.5 cents. We'll look at their top holdings, but as far as their fund flows, they've gone from about 4 million just on January 24th to, 24, 25, something like that today. Just yesterday, they received a $2.5 million inflow. February 4th, they received 3.6. Anyway, these guys are bringing assets to the table. That's good to see. Now, their top holdings, 12% C3AI, NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA looks really good. NVIDIA and New are the ones that look the best. Well, and Planeteer, I take that back. Planeteer's on fire. Well, and of course, don't forget Facebook. Apple looking better today than yesterday. Look at that big green bar over on the right of the chart. Apple's on the high of the day, it looks like. Maybe if Apple will break out again, the market will break out. Well, we'll see. Apple's away from doing that, though. Snowflake, flat. Microsoft looks kind of flat. Broadcom, flat. Looks like Google's down a little bit and has been down lately after earnings. All right, and now we can also check out Alti, the big three. Now look at Alti. Alti went from, last March at about 2.5 million to $250 million where we sit today, a little bit more. You could see the biggest fund flows. Alti got 35 million in on November 15th. And then they got another bunch of money in around December 12th. Anyway, these guys are definitely raising money. Let's see how their top holdings are doing. Well, one of their top holdings is just leveraged NASDAQ, which is, that's pretty much flat, unfortunately. But we'll see. If the NASDAQ takes off again, that will take off as well. Also, we have leveraged Russell. That's pretty much flat. Now look at HIMS. HIMS is incredible. NVIDIA is a great growth story the past couple of weeks. It's a great growth story the past couple of years, but AMD looking better, trying to turn around down here. Okay. All right, guys. So I appreciate you guys for being here. I hope you have a good day, and I will talk to you later.